A mayor should be engaged, energetic, and approachable, because the position of mayor is someone who represents the aspirations and values of the community. It's someone who can bring everybody together on a common vision for the future. The mayor also represents the city nationally, just like Mayor Wynn right now is in Seattle. Austin has really hit an important national profile on its leadership on issues relating to clean energy, climate change. So the mayor is the face and voice of Austin, of our community vision and our community values.
So, given Austin's council structure, where the mayor has no more constitutional authority than any other member of the council, how does a mayor lead in Austin?
The best way I think that a mayor can lead is by first listening to everybody, as practical, but then bringing people together behind a common vision, and being someone who has that energy and that enthusiasm to take this community vision that's a result of people offering their input and really move us forward. It takes a lot of work. Sometimes, like on the design standards process, I remember we had to sit around 4-hour meetings, 3 a week for months on end, getting everybody to the table, and then making sure everybody stays together, and then we have the management of the city really pulling behind that policy. The mayor is the best situated person to do that, because the mayor is the one that the entire community chooses to be the leader overall for this common community vision.
The role of the Austin mayor, the role of the Austin council, is to identify things that need to be fixed, identify things that are broken, and make sure that they get fixed.
And specifically, what's the mayor's function in getting that achieved?
Mayors, like all managers and leaders, have to be responsible for results. So the mayor's job is not necessarily exercise bold leadership, not necessarily to use any particular tactic. It's just make sure that that job gets done. Make sure the city council is focused on paying attention to the problems of the public, identifying what those problems are, and then making sure that they get fixed by city staff or state and federal government or somebody. Make sure those problems are properly addressed.
Given that in Austin's system the mayor has no more constitutional authority than any other member of the city council,
sure,
how does the mayor lead?
The mayor is elected to be mayor, different from people who are elected to be city council, because somebody has to be in charge in the sense of making sure things get done. So somebody's got to be the focal point around which the council can collect. Somebody has to round up the votes to keep people on task. Somebody has to lead by example. And all of the primary instruments available for the mayor to lead are available. You don't need formal instruments, being able to make appointments or to punish people for failure to do what you want them to do. That's really pretty trivial anyway. The primary job of the mayor is to make sure the council does its job, and the best way to do that almost all the time is to do it, to lead by example, and then to invite the rest of the council to come along behind him.
In a 24-hour day, a mayor really has to try to be all things to all people as much as possible. The mayor is the point person for the city, the major contact person, or the office is. A mayor must facilitate. A mayor must be a mover and shaker, a competent mover and shaker that folks trust. He or she must be visible, or with trust that the mayor is out doing something good for the city, even if he's or she's, why do I keep saying he, if she is not visible. So that's a very large responsibility. You have to assure the entire city that you're on top of things, and at the same time dealing with the kind of bread and butter daily grind that is not exciting or glamorous or really does much more than tie up loose ends and cross T's and dot I's. So it's a 24-hour-a-day job, I think, if you do it right.
So given that Austin's mayor has no more authority than any other member of the city council, how does a mayor in Austin lead?
Well, that is, I think, the major factor that keeps you humble as a mayor. because you are only one vote. But that's a good thing. The mayor, though, is still, in the context of both city government and other people, the major contact person. The mayor has the most opportunity for close contact, for updates on information, for being given detailed information on any given issue or initiative, whether it's the mayor's or not. So there's an ability to make sure that all the council is in the pipeline, that nothing is being dropped. You have to have good help to do this, of course. And let me digress for a second. I think council members really need more than 2 staff members officially, because there's a lot of work for them to do too now. So trying to keep coordinated so that no one feels as if they've been discriminated against in terms of information or understanding issues or legalities is a pretty big deal for a mayor to be able to shepherd along. It has to do with communication. So I think, although I'm focusing more on how to work with others here, that communication is the major focus of a mayor at all times.